And now we not just have one, but two guests here in our studio. Aija Suvanto, Product Owner, and Rainer Wallenius, Product Director at Heeros. Welcome, Aija and Rainer.
Thank you, Sana.
First of all, why are you interested about human resources? Who wants to start?
Well, I have worked many years with so-called HR, and I have used different kind of tools, and I felt that the tools could be better. So I wanted to move from user to development, and now I'm part of our People Cloud team.
That's a very good story. How about you, Rainer?
Yeah, my story is I'm mostly from the software development side. I have created more payroll systems that I care to remember. And the first systems were really clumsy and unforgiving. But as time goes by, the systems have been more friendly. And by discussing with our customers and my all the networks which I have, the situation was that we want an easy to use, nice HR system, and I'm more from the development side and want to create a new type of HR, and I want to be part of that.
Sounds really good. You already mentioned payroll, but what is Heeros doing?
Yes, Heeros has been ever since year 2000 digitizing companies, mostly by invoicing, incoming invoicing, and payroll has been for 10 years also part of the financial package. There's also accounting and artificial intelligence for interpreting invoices, for instance. So HR is a good part of the People Cloud we have created.
We will be soon hearing more about HR data, but what HR data means?
Yeah, well, HR data is everywhere. There is no company that can work without HR data. And today, much of it is also digital, which means that it could be available for intelligent use. I know bigger companies have made some kind of interaction data analysis, who talks to whom, who messages to whom. And in the big world, they have also had artificial intelligence analyzing what the messages are, what's the content. I think we are not prepared to do that in the Nordic countries. We are much more interested in our privacy. But that means that there is a lot of silent, hidden information to be found. But what we are looking for now is just sort of entry-level companies that are just taking advantage of HR. So we are creating an easy-to-use system that takes advantage of all the information, and in our presentations, we will also try to figure out what was the thought process, why we came up with this kind of solutions that really takes minimum effort and maximum results from a nice system.
Yeah, for us it means that the company needs real-time information with less effort, and we should focus what will happen, not only what has happened, finding trends and forecast.
Sounds very good. What do you think is the next big thing in digital HR?
Yeah, okay, there's a lot of hype with artificial intelligence, as you probably know. I don't know if you have discussed it today already, but there's a lot to use as a tool for understanding. Of course, we have to remember this is only tools for management and for people who are in charge of the people. So it's our job here as developers, which Aija has came to our side of the table. So as developers, we just want to make the tools are fit for that, for the decision making. Artificial intelligence might one day do all that also, but that's not next week's stuff.
Thank you both, Aija and Rainer, and now the stage is yours.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome to our presentation. HR data is everywhere, just use it. Topics for today is how new tools has changed the game, and then we will talk about virtual workforce management, talent mobility and competence management, and finally we will discuss about statement of human resources. So here you go, Rainer. You can start.
Yes, the insight here is that the game is changing. I think much of today's what you had discussed today at the HR Nordic is about how the HR world is changing. The game is really changing, and so are the tools our HR people use. So this new technology means also that the systems are more easily accessible. They are less expensive, and it's easier to take full advantage of them without a lot of training. The trend is clear. We can see that the movement is from big monolithic systems to more networking type tools. We should be able to choose the best tools for each job we need to do in our organization. We can also have multiple tools, but the idea is that they are networking. We should be possible to say good recruitment tools should talk with our HR, time management, our ERP system, travel expenses, and so forth. All these systems should just network nicely together. The picture is also clear that smaller and smaller organizations are adapting HR systems, and that's part of the need and demand that we are filling with our People Cloud system. That's what we call entry-level systems. We understand that the processes must be easily supported. We know that if we take this slogan, our direction when we have worked is we have used this thought that payroll is so complicated, at least in Finland, that we must use a payroll system, but HR we use because we want to. Yeah, so we need new platforms for our agile project and team-based work. As we know, work culture has changed quite a lot and will change. And this is based on analysis which we have done with our customers, and we have also read a lot of reports from this field. The employees are also demanding tools for them. So a lot of companies want to offer self-service systems for employees, and that means that they have to be able to report what they want to do for their companies. We have even done some proof of concept testing with some sort of AI-based chat systems that might one day be the main user interface for the employees, but the language barrier is of course it's just a matter of time when this can be possible. We need a new type of engagement platforms. It means that we have to have information shared within the company and between companies also. And knowledge and competence sharing today is very vital in every type of work. There is no job that there is an island. Everything needs to be possible to share with your companies. So Aija will perhaps tell more about this, what life is after COVID-19.
Yes, thank you, Rainer. So, working from home has made social interaction more and more digital, and the skill of self-management becomes highlighted as the supervisors and team leaders are presented only remotely. The employees are more and more responsible for their development of their talents and finding their potential. It's important that the HR platform is flexible with the discussion templates, because nowadays there's a different kind of topics that we would like to discuss with our employees. and we want all that to be easy to save. Important part of interaction is holiday planning with your teams. You may be part of multiple teams, and sometimes it's hard to synchronize all the calendars. A good platform provides you a tool to see all your team's planning, and you are also able to see when your holidays and absences are accepted. The work done is often project-based, and it's similar to freelancing. That's the individuals work for themselves rather than for the contracting company. Employees are working more often on several projects at the same time across the organization and the companies. This increases the complexity in the HR environment. The purpose of engagement platform is, after all, to connect all the feedback, coaching, service, and measurements. When the employees work on several projects, it's good to be able to share the information about their skills across the company. And Rainer will tell you more about talent mobility and competence management.
Yes, as we well know, workforce today is more mobile than ever. Our grandparents, or in my case, perhaps my parents, were hired for 20 or 30 years for one job place. The thing is that we are much more mobile today, and it makes it more demanding also for people management to stay ahead of this. Once, I don't know if it was a joke, but one manager once told me that hey, why should we train our people? Because if we train them, then they will leave us. Yeah, well, maybe they will with that attitude. But it's important to understand that the ongoing process is to understand where is our people's competence, where is their potential, and what can we do to achieve the best result for the company. So that means that personal learning and recognizing the potentials is a key enabler in today's world. That means that our tools, HR tools, should also naturally engage people and those who are in charge, supervisors and management, to understand. As we told, as I said in the introduction, we have studied stuff where people's communication have been, and they have found that in every organization there is one Lisa or one Jack that is some kind of an information hub that has a lot of information that many people in the organization ask, but there is no official job description that says that these people are the information handlers. So a good HR system could help with that. So the job descriptions are important, of course. We do understand what needs to be done, and the people understand what needs to be done. But the situation is quite dynamic and changing. We have to be aware that one job description might not be the valid one for tomorrow. The skills of yesterday might not be what we are looking for today. There is also a thing called potential finding. We have to have some kind of measurement to understand who are willing to learn more stuff and find their potentials. So this is all some kind of cooperation between the company and the employees, and the tools we provide should be able to gather this stuff more or less automatically. That includes discussions. Discussions, traditionally they have been yearly or quarterly one-to-one discussions or some kind of other type of formal discussions. I suppose they will stay there, but also informal discussions involving perhaps more people should be and could be registered in a way that it's useful data for the company to make their decisions. About this decisions making, it's a lot of competence needing. So in the discussions, we have thought that all kinds of need for more education, who are willing to spend more time learning new stuff is also a thing that the company wants to know about. In the end, what we want is a clear picture of where our people, what's our people situation at the end. And one tool for this is what we call, I have to look it from the paper, the statement of human resources. That means that we need some kind of a tool to understand in one glance where our company is standing with our people, which we so cunningly call human resources. And Aija, please tell us about what our thoughts about this statement of human resources might be.
Yeah, it's an ongoing process that helps you to understand the future. The aim is to provide management and stakeholders of the organization with valuable real-time insight to enable the best decision and actions to be taken. It increases flexibility and adaptability. It helps to address emerging workforce trends, and it's just more than hiring and firing. It's also important to retain the talents and lower the employer turnover. The overview of knowledge and skills is easier to create. And you have one source of truth with the data being accurate and valid. And you have the opportunity to enable predictive analytics. And of course, then you have better HR cost control, forecasting, and budgeting process. When the HR system is providing the data easily, you spend less time on manual administration and reduce overhead for managers, HR, payroll, and finance. The data is always up to date and you have easy access to the data. The same data should also be presented as a dashboard. It shows you quickly and visually what you need to do. It should be user-friendly and easy to access all HR members and other stakeholders. Dashboard should be actionable. Dashboard should be simple to digest that information. Well, thank you for listening our presentation and welcome to our deep dive that starts now. And our Director of Sales and Marketing, Jarno Lehikoinen, is already there waiting for you, and we will join you as soon as we are out of this studio.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
since there's a few minutes time still, I can puff the deep dive. We are with Aija coming there, and if you want, we can give you a hands-on demonstration also of our new HR system, which we launched last year. So, yeah, do join us in a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.